I stopped what I was doing and looked at her. My right shoulder lifted in a half shrug. I've just been thinking, maybe I should have just gone to Tennessee for undergrad. They wanted me too. Maybe if I transfer now, I can volunteer at St. Jude this summer. My mother looked concerned, a small crease appearing between her finely manicured brows. Is that what you really want? I thought you and Dylan wanted to spend these 4 years together. It's the last time you really get to be kids. Yeah, that was the plan. But I thought it would help me decide between medical school at U of T and the grad program at St. Jude. My explanation sounded logical, but it was only part of the story. If I wanted, I could go to Memphis and volunteer at St. Jude every summer without transferring undergrad. I realized my mother knew this by her expression, but she didn't mention it directly. What does Dylan think about you leaving? She asked knowingly. That was the question, wasn't it? I doubted he'd even notice I was missing from campus. I haven't told him yet. It's my decision, not his. It won't affect him, and he's so busy anyway. I threw more clothes haphazardly into the open suitcase next to my mother. I remember how busy your dad was with soccer, hun. Dylan is just getting acclimated. Things will settle down. I could feel my throat get tight as I sank to the floor at her feet and leaned my back on the edge of the bed. My hand came up to my mouth. I was about to crack open, and I felt humiliated, even in front of my own mother. The stress of keeping all my feelings on lockdown was starting to wear on me. He doesn't have time for me. A small sob broke from my chest, and my mother slid off my bed to take me in her arms. I started to cry hard as she stroked my hair, and I collapsed into her. It's so hard to miss him when he's so close. And now he's got all of these girls hanging all over him, and so many social obligations. I feel invisible and ugly. My heartbreak poured out unabashed. My mother was the one person I told how I really felt about Dylan. Oh, Remi, you are anything but ugly. Have you told him how you feel? Maybe that's all it would take. I shook my head and pulled back, wiping my runny nose on the back of my hand. How can I? With his glamour babes around all the time. He doesn't even know I'm alive. He's turned into a big jerk. That's not true, Remi. Dylan loves you, I'm sure of it. My face crumpled again as more sobs started. Not the way I want him to love me, Mom. I know it was just me being young and stupid when I said I was his damsel, but I really believed we'd end up together. My heart wanted to believe it. Oh, my beautiful girl. My mother soothed and gathered me close again. I could hear pain in her voice and feel her sigh against me. I knew she understood how I felt. Please, can I transfer to U of T? I pulled back and looked at her with tear-filled eyes. Please? She stroked back strands of hair that was sticking to the side of my face because of my tears and rubbed at my cheeks with her thumbs. Are you sure that wouldn't just make it worse? Maybe you should wait one more semester and see if things work out. Maybe Dylan will realize what he's doing. He won't. I shook my head adamantly. I felt like a caged animal looking for an escape. They treat him like a god, and I can't compete. I don't want to. My mother's eyes were sad. Doesn't he spend any time with you? You mean like it's been this Christmas? I closed my eyes and more tears squeezed out as I pointed out the obvious. I opened them and shook my head again. It's exactly like this all the time. Everyone is clamoring for him constantly. He doesn't need me. He just gets mad when I don't want to come to the parties to be part of the adoring crowd. I'm sure it's overwhelming and the attention makes him feel good. But he'll come around, Remi. What about how I feel? I can't stand watching it, Mom. It's as if he's a different person. Okay, my mother said. I'll talk to your dad. But it's too late for this semester, Remi. The transfer can't happen with only days before the semester begins. Okay, I'll go to Clemson one more semester, but please tell Daddy I want to transfer because of St. Jude and my future goals, not Dylan. I pleaded. My father and Dylan were close, and I wasn't sure he could keep the secret. Please, Mom. Okay, baby, she agreed. I think Daddy would understand, but he wouldn't...